7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
G'day YouTube, down to Bricks here, and welcome to this action figure collection update. So something a little bit different for the channel. It's been 2 years since I've updated my action figure collection, so we're going to have a look at that today. It has grown quite a bit over the last 2 years, although this year has slowed down quite considerably as I get more of the characters I want to have in action figure form. I actually just tend to slow down a little bit because I don't need multiples of those characters. Once I get a good character I'm really happy with, I'm happy with it. I don't feel the need to swap it out. So we have all my Transformers here. That'll be a separate video, and we'll get on to all these action figures here. But I do have one other cabinet back over yonder here, so let's start with that one. Starting with the Star Wars cabinet. It is rather hard to film with all the light and glass and reflection, so I do apologise for that. I'll just do the best I can. So nothing on the very bottom. On this shelf I have the Black Series Baby Yoda. I do have the Mythic's Beskar Armor Mandalorian. That will go on pre-order. That'll go on that shelf. That's probably all I'm going to get for that show. And on this shelf we have they're all Figuarts except for Grievous. That's Black Series. That was a gift from Scotty. He looks pretty cool. You have Episode 1, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon and Darth Maul. And that Darth Maul's still one of my favourites. He is just awesome. Along the back we have Mace Windu, Count Dooku and Episode 3, Obi-Wan and Anakin. I don't think that's focusing real good. And then the top shelf, this is certainly top shelf. So these are all Figuarts except for along the back that Luke is, but the Boba Fett, the Stormtrooper and the Darth Vader are all Mythics. But absolutely love this shelf. I would have loved to added the Figuarts Emperor, but for the cost of it, it was like $350 odd for the Emperor on his throne and 2 Royal Guards, which aren't really action figures, they're just more or less statues. You know, I just couldn't justify that price. So hopefully one day Mythics will kick Figuarts in the balls and release a awesome Emperor. Probably the Yoda's my favourite figure on this shelf. I know, I just love that guy. He just looks absolutely fantastic. But yeah, they're all great in their own way. But yeah, probably my favourite cabinet, but it is hard to say. So before we get into all the other cabinets, I have all my Mythic Legions here, and I absolutely love these figures. So I had to bust them out of a display cabinet just because I was getting too many of them. And yeah, I've got more on pre-order. I've got at least another half a dozen, probably even more than half a dozen. It's 8 or 10 on pre-order to come, so it's even going to start stretching out the space I have on these shelves. So I'm really getting into the Barbarian figures. So these are some of the latest ones I've added to the collection. I just love how you can customize them a little bit. Once you start collecting a few Mythic Legions and you end up with a lot of extra weapons and bits and pieces, you can start to customize a little bit. And this guy here, I've actually customized him with using 2 different figures. I even painted some items on there. So yeah, I wouldn't ever call myself a customizer, but I love that Barbarian figure. I think he looks really cool. We've got one of the giants over the back there, and then I have all my knights. I do have a troll coming as well. I'll probably just put him over the back there. And these are all the knights. There are so many characters I wanted to add when they did the in-stock sale, but I wasn't quick enough. I missed out on those. So anyway, what can you do? And then this shelf got all the evil characters. And I've customized some of these guys up a bit, and I'm using the old Toy Biz Lord of the Rings horses there. And I've actually got a couple down here that I haven't opened up. I want to use those horses in the warg, and I get some new Mythic Legions characters to add to the shelf. Yeah, just love those guys. So onto the first cabinet. So here is my DC collection in the first two cabinets. So all these are Mezco except for that one and that one, which are effects. But great looking characters. I have got a new Figure Arts Wonder Woman that I'll probably swap out there for the Mezco. Great looking figures. And this is possibly one of my favorite shelves. All the Dark Knight trilogy characters. These are all effects, and I'm actually a little bit sad that we're not getting anything new. I mean, I guess they've probably exhausted all the characters. I would have loved to get a Nurse Joker though, so hopefully, I know that Soap Studios are doing characters and they're supposed to be doing a Nurse Joker, but those figures are far too expensive. And down the bottom there, I've just got my Vitruvian hacks, and they're pretty cool. I haven't added to that collection ever since I've been getting into the Mythic Legions. Kind of left those ones alone. If we go into the next cabinet, this shelf is all quite different now. How awesome does that look? So these are all Mezco except for the Harley Quinn, that's Figure Arts. And these are the three Batman that Mezco did. So we have the young Batman, the Batman in his prime, and the old Batman here. So all looking great. I love this swap out cape that we got with that one. And just some other characters there. I love that Joker too. He looks really cool. Something a little bit different. Punk Joker. And well, I sort of think I'm pretty satisfied with a lot of characters that I have in my collection. I can just never have too many Batman. So I've got another Nightmare Batman there. That's from Mythic. These are all Mythic except for the Wonder Woman, that's Figure Arts. These are a couple of newer additions. Have a look at those guys. How fantastic are they? I know a lot of people complained about this cape, but when you can display it out like that, I think it looks fantastic myself. There we have the Marvel cabinets. And I think that's a Legends figure down there, Ronan. It's got him on his own. And if we start on this side, again, Legends thing, great looking figure. We have Figure Arts, Black Widow. Sorry, just adjusting the camera. Super Alloy, Iron Patriot, Figma Hulk, and on the back, Figure Arts Iron Man and Tony Stark. And then the bigger one is the Mezco Iron Man. this shelf's probably not too different other than Blade, adding Blade to this shelf, and maybe Wolverine. Not sure if he was on there when I last filmed. But yeah, great looking Mezco, all Mezco. This entire shelf's all Mezco. Check out this Blade. Isn't he awesome? And then if we pop down to this shelf, just a lot of the MCU characters. Super Alloy, War Machine, Mezco, Black Panther. The rest are all Figuarts except for the Spider-Man is Mythics. And I think I'm pretty much done. I have got Loki I need to add to this shelf. But I don't know, I think I'm pretty much done with the Marvel characters. I'm a bit annoyed with Figuarts. We just get these stupid face plates where they're facing one direction, looking to the left or right. We don't get any expressions on their faces. Well, yeah, not for all the characters. I just think for the money they charge, they just don't give us enough when you compare to what Mythics give us. Yeah. So there's Gamora's just come up for pre-order, which I really wanted that character, but I think they're asking $130 odd plus shipping. It's just getting a little bit crazy. So this shelf here, so I've got a character from all the original ensemble, but from different movies. So and they're all Figuarts except for the Thor, which is Mythics. That's a recent addition, and that Thor is just bloody awesome. Have a look at him. How cool is that? So I was really looking forward to getting that character just so I could finish off the whole ensemble. And over the back they are all Mezcos from Ragnarok, and getting this Thor means I could change that Thor up and turn him into Gladiator Thor. And again, I think they all look awesome. And that is all of the Marvel shelf. So 2 more cabinets to go. It is a bit more of a tighter squeeze to get into these last 2 cabinets. So I have we'll start down here. That's Mezco Kong. Very cool figure. And this is a Toy Biz Ringwraith. And I've actually just got him sitting there because I have some Diamond Select. I have wave 1 and 2 of the Diamond Select Lord of the Rings figures on pre-order. So that's what that shelf's going to be for. And on this shelf I have my Coup model Samurai and Knights. And these guys are rather cool. Not great action figures, but still very, very nice with all the accessories, the cloth, the detail on them. It's just fantastic. And over onto the very last cabinet. This is another great shelf. This is all NECA, bar the Alien, which is Mythics. So Dutch there. Mud Dutch, he really does blend in, doesn't he, with that curtain in the background. The City Predator and the Jungle Predator. And down here I've got some more movie characters. I really want to get a John McClane Die Hard figure. I'd love that. There's quite a few old 80 movies I'd still love some characters from, but we have RoboCop, that's Mythic's, John Wick, something a little bit different, Mezco Popeye, which is just, he's just absolutely awesome. Can't get that to focus properly. Yeah, he's absolutely, look at the detail there. Bruce Lee, you gotta have a Bruce Lee in your collection. And a couple of Terminators. And then down the bottom, it's a bit of a gaming shelf. We have the God of War. And some Crash Bandicoots. And they are all NECA. How cool do they look? So there we have my action figure collection. So from 2 years ago, it is quite a bit bigger, isn't it? Now I know this isn't your cup of tea, you Lego fans. You're here mostly for the Lego, but I enjoy showing these off. There's a lot of people that are interested in seeing these action figures, and there's quite a number of people that have messaged me saying since I've been showing action figures that they've gotten into collecting action figures as well. So that kind of makes me happy, but I feel like I have to apologise as well. Because we don't need more things to collect, do we? But it's very addictive, and it's great fun, great posing, these action figures. So I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. Stacks more on the way. We will get back to Lego very shortly. But a big thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have